Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Here is your beginner-friendly coding tutorials in Scratch, Roblox, Minecraft, web programming, and many more. So today we're going to create a keyboard drum set with JQuery. Well, in this project, you can see that we're using the drum set, and then there's like several instructions for how we produce sounds for this drum. For example, Q is for crash. So when I press Q, the sound will produce. So before we start, I just want to let you know that JQuery is a library that's part of the JavaScript that does everything is written in short form. So let's get started. So we'll begin by opening up the template of the project. As you will notice, the HTML and the CSS, so these and these, has already been completed for us and some part of the JQuery. So we don't have to worry about the variables for different sound produced. Well, in this project, we're just going to look at the keyboard events, and this will involve us in pressing a button and playing a sound. So the first thing we have to do, I'm just going to hide my HTML and CSS and go back to JS. So we have the variable, and we're going to create some of the constants. Well, we'll be using the constants since the values, which is the sound of different keys, will remain constant. So it won't change for the sound whenever we press the key button. So that's constant. So let's do 7 of those keys. So constant Q equals to 81, and constant A equals to 65, constant S equals 83, constant D equals to 68, and constant F equals to 70, and constant T equals to 84, and constant X equals to 88. Awesome. So now we created all of these constant variables. So the way to type it is in JavaScript or jQuery is called constant, C-O-N-S-T. So this is a way of declaring a constant variable type. Well, typing these 7 constants, well, each constant should have a letter corresponding to the front page of the instructions. So this number inside the values is a key code we have to add. Check if you want to find out more of that. You can check out on keycode.info to check the corresponding key code to each letter. So, all right, so moving on, we finished our first step, and we are going to our second step. As you can see that there's like the document.keydown function event. So this is a keydown function which we will perform some of the functions, which is produce the sound and some animated effects for our keys. So whenever we press the key button, it will produce the sound for the corresponding key. And then, well, there are some other things that we do, which is like we will change our title to H3, and we were going to animate the image to produce the dramatic effect. So whenever we press the key button, it will pop, it will kind of move up and down a little bit or enlarge a little bit. So it kind of tells us that this is working like that. So we have 7 keys. We were going to start by creating the first key, which is Q. So first of all, we will start by giving it a condition. So if event which equals to Q, which means if the key we pressed is actually the key Q. So the thing we want to do, we have 3 things that I want to do. So the first thing, of course, playing the sound. So crash.play, which is the first function. The second one is we were going to use jQuery. So the $sign, and then we're going to get the element img and dot animate. And we're going to set the width to 320 for this one. So we kind of change the width for this. All right, so we were just going to set the speed of this or the duration of this. We're just going to set it to 20, so we're just going to move very quickly. And we are going to animate another width, 350, 350. And we're going to set it to 20 as well. So this is the animation for the size of our image. The next thing we're going to do, we're just going to set our title to h3, as we said before. So let's just get the element h3 and then .html and then crash button pressed. So kind of indicate that, oh, we pressed the crash button. Oh, yep. All right. So this is the key for Q. Now we can move on to finish the 6 of them. Now, so for the other one, which is A, we did the condition right now, and then we're going to change it to low tom, play, and click in the element of image again. We're going to animate it again with, and then we're going to set it to 355. Oh, and then we're going to make it 20 as well, and then animate it back to and 20 again. And then the third thing we're going to do is change it to h3 again. And then HTML. Low tom button press. As you can see, now we finished 2 of the keys. One of them is Q, and then the second one is A. So as you can see that actually both of them have really, really similar codes, right? So after we press each of these keys, it will play some sound, and then it will change our image animation. And then we were going to change our title, h3 title, to something pressed. So the which part of the drum is being pressed or being played. So, okay. So the one thing we can actually do in this project, we can actually copy and paste for 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to copy for 5 more times. So the only thing that is changing actually in this part, well, I'm just going to underline it with the color pink. So the first thing is different is the Q, and then the second thing is play, something of the elements play, and then we're just going to stick with the width for each of the animation, and then the third thing is changing is the low tom, and then the crash button, which is the h3 of the start of the h3. So 3 of these things only have only difference from each other. So the rest of our key buttons, we will just change all of them with their corresponding sound and then their corresponding letter. So for the third one, it's actually S. So S represents mid-tom. So And then I'm just going to change it to mid top. Okay. And then the fourth one is actually D. So D represents high tom. And we're going to change it to high tom. For the next one, the F, which is snare. And then just a snare. And then the second last one is T, and then which is hi-hat. So change it to hi-hat. And then the last one is X, which has the kick. And then we'll change it to the kick drum button pressed. And basically that's it. So, well, after we finish all of these, we can actually try it out. So we're just going to separate all of these again, and then, all right, so here we go. You can see our drum stress set. We're going to try it out again right now. Okay, when I press A, the low tom is pressed. And then when I press S, the tom. And then for D, high tom. And then for F, snare. And then for T, hi-hat. And then for X, kick drum. So that's it. So basically, that's all the things that we have to do. Well, so that's it for today. In this tutorial, we created a drum kit with the use of JQuery. While JQuery is a mini library for JavaScript, which allows you to write code, but in a more quicker and simplified way. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos. Also check out these 2 other videos while you're waiting for the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.